Lords and ladies, for your safety, please take a moment to identify the emergency exits located at the top of the arena. Tonight's tournament will employ the use of strobes and atmospheric effects. Medieval Times supports an entirely smoke-free environment. Smoking is prohibited inside the castle. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the tournament.
Good and gracious nobles, welcome! Join us as we embark on a journey into the heart of chivalry, of bold knights, of elegant horses, and the quest for a champion. The hundreds of knights in service to the Queen boldly petitioned Her Majesty to hold a great tournament in order to find one who will stand as protector of the realm and defender of the throne. A warrior who wears the crest of the Queen and in all things the bringer of the Queen's grace or the instrument of the Queen's justice. In one passage of arms after another, these 6 knights have arisen as the finest in the art of war. From the western marches come the champions of Castilla, Santiago, and Navarre, the Red Knight, the Black and White Knight, and the Yellow Knight. From the east ride the Titans of Leon, Carlotta and Valiente, the Green Knight, the Red and Yellow Knight, and the Blue Knight. Listen, my friends, for the moment has arrived when I must away your spirits. My lords, my ladies, tell me, how shall you cheer the heroes who have come this day to toil in honor of your kingdoms? Give me your enough, for the Queen has ordered all noble knights to draw nigh. Stand bravely and face the pounding charge of the bull. For the city of Olite has summoned this mighty beast, bearing upon his banner and shield the pride of Navarre. Meet this fearsome warrior face to face, or know the uncertainty of the blow as you run from his approaching terror. Let the earth tremble under the hooves of this noble house. Ride forth, Yellow Knight! Then there is a cry in the dark. Or an ally pressed in battle, know that the House of Le Valiant stands ready to offer mercy at need or strength unbound. Long is the tale of the sons of this gallant house, for they are reckless, brave, and true. Unchain the gates and welcome Delmar Valiente, the Blue Knights! When all others have proved faithless, and despair scales the walls of the stronghold, look to the west for the banner of Santiago de Compostela to bring thunder down upon the foe. Let the enemy sue for pardon unanswered, for neither the corrupt heart or the hungry invader will see peace in the shadow of the warrior priest. Look ever west for Joffrey Santa Cruz, the Black and White Knight! It has been said that to watch him ply his deadly trade with sword and shield is to know that the devil is loose. Never has he been vanquished in his labors upon the field of battle, and the House of Perelona will remain standing defiant in the setting sun. Joyous in victory, or stalwart and unbowed until the bitter end, if bitter it must be. I give to you now Lord Delphont, the Red and Yellow Knight! Tread lightly in the dark, my friends, for the lion sleeps with his eyes open. The work and dreams of a lifetime are swept away with a roar from the deathless house of Castilla. Great is the grief of the noble houses whose banners have fallen and been crushed under the weight of the Lion of Calahorra. Hear the darkening roar of terror uncaged. Behold the young lion, Desroches, the Red Knight. The Queen's grace is great, for none, save the noblest of her own house, are permitted to bear the stag upon their shield. And yet, this boon has been granted to your champion. Is he the greatest of us all? Let the coming contest measure him, and the song be then written. Will it be joy or lament for the champion of Lyon, the Green Knight? She bears the scepter and wears the crown in the company of her royal household and those chosen to serve you this day. I present your hosts, Her Sovereign Majesty, Doña Maria Isabella. The Queen.
Nobles, welcome to the hall of my forefathers. Since long before the days of my father, the king, many a feast has here been served and revelry had. I pray that tonight will be no exception. Go now, loyal retainers, follow the banners held aloft by these brave squires, and serve well my guests.
My lords, my ladies, raise a cheer for the Queen's royal household, the captain of the Queen's guard, the brave squires, the knights of the realm, and for all of your serfs and wenches!
Good Chancellor, where have you been?
1,000 pardons, so many details. Well, Your Majesty, may I present the finest, bravest, and most renowned champions in the realm.
My lords, we are most pleased to host this celebration, and I thank you all for inviting the nobles from near and far to join us. Your petition surprised and delighted me, for the crown has been without a champion since the passing of my father the king. Good captains, take your leave. Our guests await the entertainment and the feast.
My lords, my ladies, raise a cheer for your Knights of the Realm! let's welcome once again your host.
Ruler of this land, Her Sovereign Majesty, the Queen!
Gentle friends, you are too kind. And you, Lord Marshal, I'm in your debt for the wonderful greeting you have given our guests. And you, Lord Cedric, without whom none of this would have been possible.
Majesty, you embarrass me. It was nothing, really.
Nothing? My goodness, all the arrangements, the great hall, the entertainment, the feast.
And a gathering of the finest knights, each a champion in his own right.
Oh, champions indeed, and a handsome lord at that. And might I add, Majesty, a most eligible field?
Eligible? Why, whatever has that to do with the tournament?
Lord Cedric, I don't believe this is the time or the place.
Well, your Majesty, the realm at present without a champion, the crown of the king unworn, our queen alone, and with so many brave and true knights in attendance.
You might want to quit while you're ahead, old fellow.
If he was ahead, he might well do so. Cedric, I will brook none of your royal matchmaking this night. Let these princely knights entertain us on the field, and one be named as my defender alone, for no other bargain shall be struck here.
Of course, apologies, Majesty, I merely
You meant no harm, I'm sure. I pray you, serve me as you served my father, and forget not I have inside me the blood of kings.
Indeed, Majesty, and if there shall be no matchmaking this night, surely the Queen will not gainsay a little merrymaking. A toast, my lady!
Oh, yes, a toast wonderful. Come, come, my friends, let us raise our cups to honor.
To honor!
To glory!
To glory! To chivalry!
To chivalry!
Oh, to victory!
To victory!
And to the knights of the realm.
Cheers!
Now, Lord Chancellor, where is the feast? Is it ready yet?
A few moments more, my queen. I have had the finest fare in the kingdom prepared for our guests, and extra care is being taken to see that all is perfection.
Perfection indeed. Lord Marshal, some entertainment for my guests.
Her Majesty the Queen is most proud of her stable of prized Spanish horses, and among them are 4 of the most renowned in all of the known world. And it is my honor to present them to you now. We begin with Insolente, the fearless mount of Prince Carlos in the Battle of Bosque Blanco, where he carried the prince to victory and fame. Insolente! Courage and strength heralds the arrival of the Spanish horse onto the field of battle, and at no time are both tested more than in the performance that awaits us. I give to you Capitan, the sire of countless champions who even now grace the castles of kings and queens throughout the world. Performing for you the Victory March celebrated by returning heroes, the Spanish Walk. Capitan! Where some horses possess courage and strength, so will others be known for their elegance and poise. All hail Gallant! First of the legendary sons of Arce, who is renowned as the pride of the Emperor of the East. Here, my friends, is grace in motion as Gallant performs the Passage. At the center of the arena, the march in place, the Piaffe. And once again, in an elegant farewell, the passage, my lords, my ladies, gallant! And finally, mightiest of the Queen's legendary stable, namesake of the mythic Titan who was doomed to uphold the sky, comes Atlas. As the peal of thunder will ring in the mountains, so will the rumor of the approach of Atlas on the field strike fear and awe into the heart of the enemy. The Cabriole! Focus your attention to the center of the arena. Once again, the Cabriole! The magnificent Atlas!
Well done, my lords. You do me great honor in the showing of my treasures.
My lords, my ladies, they salute you all! And now we retire the Queen's prizes. Fearless insolente, proud Capitan, noble gallant, and bold Atlas, away to the stables there to find rest and reward. Well done, my lords. The castle of Her Majesty is filled with creatures, both great and small, of hoof and wing.
Of wing indeed, and thrives among them is Lady Oriana. Many a morning have the Master of Hawk and I stalked the forest on the hunt, falcons on our fist, in an ancient ceremony that dates back to time forgotten. Have him bring her forth.
With the winged hunter upon his fist, it is my honor to present Lord Kenneth, Her Majesty's Master Falconer.
Be still, my noble guests, and do not seek the attention of this mighty bird of prey.
Remain in your seats and do not attempt to distract her from her purpose, for the talons are sharp and the keen eyes locked upon the task.
The falcon, poised for flight, has come forth hooded, but once the hood has been removed, the age-old dance of the hunted and the hunter begins.
Behold, she takes wing!
Watch closely. It is done. What you've seen is known as lure flying. It is used by the Master Falconer to increase the bird's strength and stamina before long hunts in the wild. And it helps to assure the watchful eye of Lord Kenneth that the charge remains keen to the lure. Now, the master falconer must allow the bird a little of the meat off of the lure to ensure that she remains keen or hungry to the target for flights in the future, and then he will entice her back to his glove.
To fist and to feast. Well done, my lord. But now, my friends, raise a cheer for Lord Kenneth and Oriana, his mighty bird of prey!
Skillfully done as always, my lord. This has left me eager for a morning's hunt. See that all is prepared. We shall leave at dawn. And now, Lord Chancellor, the falcon has eaten. What of our feast?
All is ready, Majesty.
And how is it, Lord Cedric?
Majesty?
Oh, come, Cedric. What feast has ever been served in this hall that our good Chancellor has not sampled freely?
Well, I may have had a... Oh, you mock me, Your Highness.
I jest with you. Let the honor be yours, old friend.
Very well. Then I say, let this feast now be served!
With the feasting underway, Your Majesty, your elite guard awaits your pleasure.
The guard? Most unusual, for I spoke to their captain this very day. He made no mention of this.
Calm yourself, Chancellor. I have asked the captain and his guards here to entertain my guests. Lord Marshal.
Summon the guard!
done.
Truly a display fit for a queen.
My lords, my ladies, raise a cheer for the horses and riders of the Queen's Guard!
You have our thanks and my leave to return to your posts.
Majesty, as you well know, nobility gathers at your tables this night for your celebration, yet they also arrive in celebrations of their own. I speak, of course, of birthdays, of anniversaries.
Why, some of your guests this very day have been raised to an idle lady of the realm.
And so, Your Grace, we honor them. Now, Her Majesty would like to welcome the following groups who join us this night. The Figueroa party is here.
And the Sanchez party.
The following good nobles have been raised to knights of Her Majesty's realm or ladies of her court. Lord Blake Denton celebrates his first visit to your castle, Your Majesty.
Lady Carmen Brito celebrating a birthday.
Lord Vincent Rinaldi celebrates being awesome.
Princess Lorelei Morehouse celebrating Christmas.
Prince James Whartonby also celebrates Christmas.
And Princess Sarah Whartonby celebrating Christmas.
We also wish a very happy birthday to Lady Nora Edmund Love, your royal fiancée.
A happy birthday is wished to Lady Helen Nowak.
A happy birthday is extended to Lady Nora.
Happy birthday to Lord Jared.
We would like to welcome Lord Scott and Lady Becky visiting Her Majesty's castle for the first time.
A happy 22nd birthday is wished to Knight Austin Lacrone, lovely Lady Letitia.
A happy 7th birthday to Princess Maisie Breuer.
Happy 10th birthday to Princess Chloe Mars.
We would like to welcome the Kuntz party to Her Majesty's castle with love from your favorite wench, Nikki.
Happy 18th birthday is extended to King Chase. Go Bears!
Happy birthday to Lady Susie and welcome Blake, Maddie, and Remy.
We would also like to welcome the Valdez party and Princess Rio visiting Her Majesty's castle in celebration of their first visit.
A happy birthday is extended to Lord Tony Flournoy.
A happy 13th birthday is wished to Prince Michael Sakala.
And a very special greeting to King Martin Perez and Queen Jill from the Master of Horse.
Lastly, we'd like to welcome everyone who is here and is celebrating absolutely nothing this day.
And there you have it, Your Majesty.
As you celebrate this night, you are joined in revelry by these.
Indeed, by all of your guests.
Chancellor, seeing all these beautiful horses has put me in mind of my own beauty, Empresario. I would present him to my guests.
Yes, of course, Highness. And will you ride?
I would very much like to, but with all the nobles here gathered, I'm not sure it's the right time for a pleasure ride. No, Empresario is as free a spirit as I myself. Let him greet my guests at liberty, for none are as graceful and as breathtaking as he when unfettered. Mario, he's beautiful. I pray you, show him off to my guests. dear Mario, we are charmed and captivated. So beautiful.
Enchanting, my lady. And now, Your Majesty, perhaps say change of pace.
Oh, yes, of course. The games.
My lords, my ladies, have you come to see sport?
Oh. Oh, my goodness, Lord Chancellor. A little glum, aren't they?
Indeed, Highness. And although it has been many years since I was called upon to act as master of the banquet, I was known well as one able to rouse the spirit of Bacchus, if you will.
Well, then, you wouldn't mind terribly if I gave it a try.
Oh, the task is beneath your station, my queen.
1,000 times have I seen my father king set to motion games such as these. Good nobles, tell me, have you come to see sport? Then I say, let these games begin!
Your Majesty, your victors in this first game are the blue knight, the yellow knight, the red and yellow knight, the black and white knight, the green knight, and the red knight. With your permission, Your Majesty, let this next game begin! Good. Good. Your Majesty, your victors in this game are the Yellow Knight, the Black and White Knight, the Red Knight, the Blue Knight, the Red and Yellow Knight, and the Green Knight. With your permission, Your Highness, let this next game begin. Good. Good. Center. Your victors in this game are the Blue Knight, the Red and Yellow Knight, the Green Knight, the Yellow Knight, the Black and White Knight, and the Red Knight.
Marshal, let us have a contest. One in which I shall sponsor the knights from Leon, Paralolda, and Valiente. Cedric?
Well, very well. Then my support shall be with those of Castilla, Santiago, and Navarre.
Then we shall invite the nobles to raise their voices one side against the other. Done! Good nobles, a contest is to be had. Lend your voices to the knight whose fortunes have now been cast with your own as they ride for the ring. Let this final game begin! Out! Good! Good! Out. As it stands, Your Majesty, the count is 1 for the East and 1 for the West. Good! Good! Your Majesty, may I present your victor?
Oh, Lord Marshal, both sides have ridden so skillfully and with great elan. Summon them all to us.
Very well. Ride forth, my lords of East and West.
good, nobles. Your brave knights will now do honor to one special lady. And having bestowed upon them these favors, they will set lance against shield in the joust.
Nobly chosen. My lords, my ladies, raise a cheer for our queens of the tournament! Tell me, Highness, have you enjoyed the sport?
I am most pleased with this tournament of games and with our honored queens. And now, my noble lords, you are free to retire and see that you are prepared for the joust.
My lords, my ladies, raise a cheer for your knights of the realm!
Well, I would say the tournament so far has been a success, Your Majesty.
Truly?
And now, Your Grace, a surprise.
A surprise? What sort of surprise?
Well, a gift, my queen, sent to you by your cousin, Rodrigo, the King of Valencia.
Valencia? Is it oranges?
Oranges? Why would it be oranges?
Well, you said Valencia. They have marvelous oranges.
Huh, I didn't think of that. No, it's a horse.
Oh my, Rodrigo is renowned for his fabulous Andalusians.
Maybe he sent some oranges too.
No, he didn't send any oranges.
It seems to me if you're going to send something all this way, it wouldn't have been a hardship to include some oranges.
Well, he didn't.
An oversight on his part. I mean, have you ever tasted one of their oranges?
Would you stop with the oranges?
Honestly. May I see this gift? Is he well trained?
According to your master of horse, Lord Mario, he is the finest and best trained of any horse he has ever known.
Very well. Then let us meet him.
And so you shall. My lords, my ladies, here is the finest rider in all the realm, and a gift from the King of Valencia.
Still don't see why he wouldn't have sent even a few oranges.
Magnificent. I pray you, present him to my guests. great worth shall he be held. And you, my lord, as always, are a rider to be accounted above all whom I have met. My lords, my ladies, raise a cheer and honor this true horseman. Cousin Rodrigo has been too kind. See that he receives a cask of our finest brandied wine in thanks for this wonderful gift.
Of course, Your Highness. And might we trouble the good king for
Yes, fine. Ask him for some oranges.
Her Majesty is wise beyond her years. And now, Your Grace, the King of Arms has declared the knights prepared for combat.
Very well. Good and glorious nobles, let us welcome the flower of chivalry as they take their place upon the field to test their strength and their courage.
His name shall be ever sung in the tales of legendary Olite, standard-bearer, warrior, and the herald of Navarre. To arms, yellow knight! For service to this crown is the house of the valiant earned allegiance undying, the realm unbound and the throne unfettered. All hail the Blue Knight! From the west comes the destroyer unchained. Let those who would cage him beware, for he is bold in his fury and terrible in his charge. Attend us, black and white knight! Say this to the miscreants and to the agents of unrest. No power on earth shall cast him aside, or he stands immovable as the rock stands upon the shore. Grace us, red and yellow knights! A roar rises from the midst of battle, and the enemy withers as he approaches. Behold the lion, master of war! Ride forth, red knights! If you seek the boldest warrior in the kingdom, then begin your search in Leon. Now see his talents weighed upon a mighty scale. Take the field, Green Knight!
Knights, parade your colors!
Knights, salute the Queen. Spires and banners.
knights. It has been many months since you first petitioned me to hold this tournament, and as your queen to host a passage of arms in which one of you might be our once and future champion. Yet the dangers of the list give me pause, for with grave concern do I watch as my greatest and most skilled at arms put life and limb in peril's way.
They are the noblest of the houses, my queen, bred for war and accustomed to the dangers of battle, be it here or on some distant shore. Let us assuage your fear, good queen. For I ask of those here assembled, if there are any among you who lament this petition and its dangers, you are free to retire in honor and in gratitude for services already renowned by this throne.
Very well. Lord Marshal, perform the duties of your office and govern over the tournament.
It will be my honor, Your Highness. Who then, my lords, deems himself mightiest in skill? Who shall claim the first challenge? Very well. Choose your opponent. A challenge has been issued and accepted. All knights not engaged in combat will retire from the field. Your courage shall be measured, my lords, as the test begins. Lower your lances to seal the challenge. My lords, you will meet on horseback and wield the lance. The victor will select the weapon of his choice. Take your places. Another lance. Another pass. Choose a weapon, my lord. And ride to finish him. Red and yellow knights, your advantage is forfeit. Dismount and best him on foot.
And you, red and yellow knight, remind me of my father the king when he yet competed in tournaments. Turn and hear your people cheer.
Well done indeed to you both. Retire, take refreshment, and await your next challenge.
Well, Lord Marshal, a fine beginning.
Indeed, Your Majesty. I now command to take the field.
Your Majesty, may I request that the champion of my own house have the honor of entering the field for the next challenge? For the nobles of Santiago grow restless and are anxious to see their colors.
Well, I see no reason why Santiago should not now fly her banner proudly. Lord Marshal?
Yours is to command, Your Grace. Let us now test the mettle of the Black and White Knight. To answer his challenge, the Blue Knight. My lord of Valiant, you may find glory this day, but only if you defeat this noble veteran. Now take your places, my lord. The trumpets will call, and you shall answer. Fresh lances, my lords. Well struck, my lord.
My goodness, Lord Marshal, is he all right?
The blow was a mighty one, my lady.
Like a hammer, but fairly struck.
What say you, squires? Will he continue? My lord, your opponent is fairly bested for now, and yet he is sure to recover. Will you postpone your combat until he has regained his strength?
Why do you pause? Finish him!
Oh, Cedric, no!
Death at tournament, whether delivered or suffered, is to be treasured by the true knight. Is our noble house to be shamed in this charade? Then Finish him!
I will not allow it. The price of combat and tournament must be measured by both knights before the fray begins.
And so let the nobles see their champions cower in shame at the feet of their captors?
I'm sure the nobles would prefer a return of their champion vanquished and yet alive, as opposed to a heroic but pointless death.
There is one way to be sure. Leave this in the hands of your guests. What say you, my lords, my ladies? Will you see combat to the death?
I question the chivalry of the Black and White Knight for forcing this combat on one so harshly used in the joust. Yet my guests have made their choice known. But no mortal wager was here made. The Blue Knight shall not be slain so. You fought bravely, my Lord of Valiente, and are to be accounted no less than the greatest of your realm. My physician will attend you anon.
Well said, my queen.
And you, my Lord of Santiago, tainted though your victory may be, it lies not with I to withhold grace from one so skilled. Rise and listen to the cheers of your kingdom.
Your revel will be short, my lord. Take your leave.
Understandably, Her Grace is unacquainted with the art of war.
Don't be so foolish, Cedric. For I have seen the face of war, and I know it well. And I know well the faces of the widow and the orphan that are the fruits of such labors.
Majesty, if I may be permitted, yours is to govern, true, yet surely the desire of your guests to see combat unyielding, to let the hawk take his prey?
Gracious a host as she may be, Cedric, she serves not at the pleasure of her guests, but as queen, anointed and sovereign.
And well that may be. Yet as counselor to the queen, I will brook no lesson from one who serves in the role of royal umpire.
Umpire? If the Queen's learned counselor would care to dispute my office in the tournament or my willingness to wade into the fray, then all he need do is leave his scarecrow's perch by the Queen's side and take up arms!
Such is forbidden to members of my order.
If it is not cowardly, it is at least convenient.
The power to wage war or to allow death as price for defeat in this tournament lies not with you, Lord Marshal, or you, Lord Cedric, or any other man in this realm. It lies with the Queen and the Queen alone. And I am Queen here. Here is my command. Let any knight who would shy away from the fatal blow retire, in honor and in peace. As for the others, Lord Marshal, let the tournament go forward.
In mortal defiance, let us summon the Knights of Navarre and Leon. Here is combat to the death. Take your places, set heels to horse, my lords, and may your lance find its mark. Press lances. Another pass. He is unhorsed. Take up your weapons, my lords, and fulfill your oath.
battles, well fought and nobly won.
Rise and meet the cheers of your kingdom!
What's this, Yellow Knight?
Forgive him, Your Grace. His blood is up, and he has long awaited the moment when he might repay the champion of Paralotta for an insult long remembered.
It is as I feared, for when the gauntlet has been laid in a mortal wager, it tips the scale of charity and grace so that darkness reigns. Instead, let the decorum and weight of such contests as these prevail.
As you command. Your wish is granted, Yellow Knight. To the lists, my lord of Paralotta.
Lord Marshal!
Long will this day be remembered in Navarre, for their champion is no more.
And crueler still, since it was never my design to see combat so desperate or so costly. And yet, Paralotta may rejoice. My lord, rise and hear your people cheer.
Red and Yellow Knight, take your leave, for another challenge awaits you. Return to the lists, my lords of Valiente and Castilla. My lords, let he who is unhorsed in this joust stand against one pass by his opponent, at which time I will command you to continue on foot. Now take your places, my lords, and begin your careers when the trumpets call. Bravely, John! Another course! Let the last lance tell the tale. Ride, my lord! A true lance, and full answer. Dismount, Red Knight, and meet him on foot.
The talents of such a warrior as Valiente has bred shall never go unheralded.
Stand, brave knight, to the cheers of your kingdom!
What dark folly is this, Lord Marshal? The code of chivalry and the honored rules of combat allow for no such treachery.
Your Chancellor's house has chosen its agent well, Your Grace. But I yet rule the field, and it is my command that your name and colours be struck from this list, and your name and title blackened from the scroll of noble knights.
Yet, Your Majesty, a war is no place to punish a warrior.
He may fly the banner of your house, Cedric, but the power to make war lies not with him or any other in this realm save me.
Who shall tell the hawk when to take his prey, Majesty? And as for you, King of Arms, neither striker nor commander shall you hold yourself in the Queen's presence.
We must govern the tournament as we ourselves would be governed. With fairness, with honor. The way is written, and it falls not to us to change it. Lord Marshal, let the quarry answer the hawk.
What is it to be, my lord? Very well. Dismount, black and white knight.
Quick to the kill, good champion. After this, there lies but one more thorn on the rose.
Knights, lay on!
White Knight, your passion for the combat has led you astray so that you should find little welcome in this hall.
Yet your skill in battle is without question. Listen to the cheers of Santiago!
There is only one left to stand against him, Highness.
One, yes, and the finest. But before we lay another of my brave knights upon the altar of war, I ask you, Cedric, has this errant knight earned the right to compete for the august title that now appears within his grasp?
It is true, Majesty, that the warriors of Santiago are not renowned for their skill in the making of poems or the singing of songs. Rather, they are tempered for war. Glory is their ambition, victory their only desire. I beg of you, Your Grace, let him continue and honor this final trial by combat as the true and ancient way. Allow the mantle of champion to rest in a wager of warrior against warrior.
Ha! And now come the sentiments of he who was once a warrior, but has grown soft next to the banked fire and cushioned throne. You, bandy with a woman over that of which she knows nothing. How far has fallen he who once served the princes of Santiago, that he should barter with the queen, an unwelcomed intruder into the dominion of men?
Insolent pup! I sought only to beg the Queen's grace for one who was arrayed in the noble colors of my own house. But who behaves now as a mongrel in the pit?
I pray you do honor to the heraldry upon your shield and sue for the Queen's pardon.
I beg for nothing. I seek no pardon. Nor do I ask permission to kill or be killed in tournament. I charge you to call forth the last. It is not in your power to refuse me, for knights are bound by oath to undertake such combat as this.
Insult and more have I suffered this day at the hands of a once noble house. But know this, dark horse of Santiago, well within my royal command is it to have you slain where you stand. Instead, in bitterness will you unlearn your poisonous words. I call forth the red yellow knight who let his sword speak for me in the combat.
Enough! Black and White Knight, your ambition is a madness that poisons even the noblest of men. Take to horse, my lord.
Brave knight, the goodwill of this throne do I bestow upon you, with allegiance unending and faith undying. For I have been wronged, and my honor is yours to defend. Lord Chancellor, let the final contest be weighed upon the scale of our forefathers.
As you wish. Lord Marshal, let this be decided by the right of the sword.
My lords, let all tales of this day dwell upon a moment when two titans, mighty in skill, lent themselves in full labor to the gods of war. Take your places. Knights, speed of horse! your majesty, we have a victor.
By honor bound and bound by honor.
Good nobles, I give to you the champion of this tournament from mighty Paralata, the Red and Yellow Knights!
You shall be accounted mightiest of those whose banners have graced this field.
Yet a task remains. Attend me, my lord. Chivalry requires us to pay homage. Ride forth, champion, and choose from among the ladies of the court one whom we shall call the Queen of Love and Beauty. Gentle nobles, may I present our champion, and Lady Abby, our Queen of Love and Beauty.
My lords, my ladies, let us join together now and raise a cheer for all of your heroes. The Yellow Knights, the Blue Knights, the Black and White Knights, the Red Knights, the Green Knights, and for your champion of the tournament and defender of the realm, the Red and Yellow Knights! For the Master of Horse. Raise a cheer, my friends, for our hard-working squires, for the Queen's trumpeteers, and for our Queen of Love and Beauty. Let us bid farewell to our Chancellor, Lord Cedric. And now let us join together and raise a mighty cheer for our host. Long may she reign in beauty and grace, Queen Doña Maria Isabella! My ladies, band together one final time and raise a cheer for all of your knights of the realm! And so, our legend shall continue. You have been a most magnificent audience this night, and I, Sir Sean of Wolfhaven, wish to thank you deeply. We wish you safe travel, my friends. We wish you Godspeed, and we pray that you return again soon to Medieval Times!
My lords and ladies, thank you once again for attending Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament. Please be sure to reward your hardworking serfs and wenches for their endeavors here this evening. The bar is still open, my friends, as is the gift shop for last-minute souvenirs. Also, if you have not yet received your photos and would like to purchase them, you may do so at the photo table just before the main exit. My lords and ladies, if you would like to meet your Knight of the Realm, they shall join us shortly in the Hall of Arms. Until such time, my friends, thank you again for attending Medieval Times.